Well, howdy, all you lovely interwebs people. I don't know why I'm talking like this, but welcome to day 4 of the Misfit Madness Review Gauntlet. And today is gonna be a hoot because I realize, fellow viewers, that I rarely give an anime a bad score. Sure, some dryads here and there at most, but I do try to find some good in any anime I review. Well, if you're thinking I'm going to say, well, this anime is different, blah blah blah, then you're half right, you assuming little tube watchers. Today's anime is different, alright, in that it fills a certain niche ratio for me. A niche ratio where the series is both really bad from a critical standpoint, but so bad that it's ironically good to watch with friends over and over again. So the real question left is, which side wins out overall? Well, this wouldn't be a 10 to 15 minute review if I didn't at least try to answer that mystery. So we're just gonna get to it now. Here is the, sparkling vampire fetish train wreck known as Diabolik Lovers. Before we begin, I want to preface that I have decided to look at this anime from two perspectives, since talking about it solely from a serious or non-serious standpoint wouldn't get everything I need to say, and in all fairness, you kinda need to be a bit buzzed to even tolerate this show fully, in my opinion. So, these perspectives will be via Miss Serious Critique Pants and Becky Don't Give Two Shits, Esquire. Now for the pros. Well, at least it isn't Aiken? Okay, I'll try and find some pros. Or at least one. I can think of one. And that is with the first episode. Episode 1 is great at grabbing your attention for those uninitiated to the shitfest that's about to come. On its own, it gives off a menacing premise about a young girl who is essentially sold off as a personal blood bank to a group of brothers who don't even treat their mothers with any decent respect. It's no wonder she's screaming and running away for her life here. For so long, media has dragged out this idea of the sparkly pretty boy vampire type as this dreary bloke who never seems interested in anything or anyone, completely forgetting the fact that, you know, he's a vampire. But here they still have attractive designs. Well, for Tomei attractiveness, they are okay, I guess. Still stupid! And guess what? These are vampires who want to suck blood menacingly and with no regard for human life. How about that?
Yeah, the first episode was all nice and attention grabby, but I still think you're dodging the Yui in the room, my critical friend. Because Diabolik Lovers does have some bits of gold nuggets hidden in all the hoopla. For example, remember when Yui was able to escape outside into the city thinking she was safe, only to realize that not only was the head of the city her captain's father, but that she was being chased around horror movie style like a toy being played with, even if it was done by one of the more annoying characters in the series. You gotta admit, in concept, it wasn't that bad. If done correctly, this show could have played a lot of serious mind games that had impact on the characters and plot as a whole. Also, there's that bit with unofficial male car Kajinka Subaru here that generally was going somewhere. His backstory and his initial desire to give her some leverage by equipping her with a knife along the way was interesting.
Yes, but are you really listening to yourself here? I think you're the one dancing around the obvious shit piles. You know what? Cut the charity. Let's get straight to the stank right now. This show is a garbage fest of garbage fest. The plot is inconsistent and uncomfortable. After episode 1, this show flat out lies to you about how menacing it's going to be and ends up being a shit show with 99 problems, with this bitch being one. Yui as the central heroine is a sham. You're supposed to feel sorry for her, but I don't. Not one bit. Yeah, she's appropriately getting scared when she needs to be, but she also doesn't do anything else besides cower and fear unless she's literally given a get out of jail free card to escape, and even that she doesn't take. He gave you a knife. A warning. His brothers were out at the time, and it's a perfectly good opportunity to escape, and the first thing you care about at that moment is how the car man feels? Oh yeah, we have to talk about that bullshit, because I can kind of forgive everything else about her, since most of the time the guys play around with her freedom, but trying to also put the caring nurse skill tree on a harem lead in this situation is dumb. Very dumb. There are times where she just got threatened and hurt by these people, yet turns around the next moment concerned about their needs. Really? It's like in Yui's mind she's in a different anime, where the guys actually give a damn. Oh wait, that's season 2. By the way, if season 2 shows us anything, is that if she actually got taken away against her will from these assholes, well guess what? To them, it's still her fault. Literally, that's all season 2 was. Yui gets into another clan of vampires who aren't as royal as the first group, so group 1 spends most of the series salty that their feeding source ran away, instead of not wanting to be double sucked in a sewer. Yeah, that happened. And no, that's not how you think it happened, you filthy animals. As for the guys themselves, none of them are redeemable. Just none. With a horrible assortment as the new squaring asshole leader Ayato, Orange Kuro Shu, Bitch-chan, you know which one this is, I'm not even gonna say his name, the little personification of Go Die in a Fire Kanato, the glasses filth to be all humans hypocrite Reiji, and the man with 100 horsepower, Subaru. So with all these fantastic traits at her beck and call, what does she have to lose? Everything. Everything. Did I mention that episode 6.5 is nothing but blood-sucking scenes? Blood-sucking scenes. And on top of all of that, the show has this condescending mindset that we viewers, no, we females are supposed to get off on this, like it's some sort of twisted marketing tactic. You know exactly what I mean. For any plot it tries to tell, it expects the viewer to just accept all the plot holes and skip content that wasn't the game's, while still trying to use this dumpster fire of an anime to market this game to new faces at the same time. That's counterintuitive. For all the ironically good fun you claim to have in your argument, Becky, even you gotta admit this tone is atrocious. You know what? F this story, f this stupid mansion, f their nobility, f him, not him, the butler is cool. F the priest for contributing to human trafficking, f the purple-haired mother that just wants to get in her son's pants. You know what? You can f the other mothers too. F Yui and all she lives for. On second thought, don't, because she's not worth the wet dreams. And finally, f how harem anime love to push their games in our faces. Look, I love the harem genre, I really do, but my god, this practice is so atrocious, because we already know that the anime industry is one giant ad anyway. Why as well top this off with something a little extra stupid? Well, at least they didn't pull an Ultra Pre after the credits. So, guess what now? I'm going to go get some lunch and get some peace from it all. I'll be in my hidey hole.
Wow. Just wow. Okay, so...
Wait! Who is Zexus? That's a stupid studio name. Let's check my anime list and see what other anime of note they have made. So far just crappy dumb harem shows that no one watched. Wait. Ah, here we are. They made The Flowers of Evil, The Legend of the Legendary Heroes, and this one about making diaries that Amazon Prime put behind their paywall before Anime Strike was a thing. So, this is what we have to work with, huh? Well then, I guess you can say this show doesn't look bad? Alright everyone, get out your harem nomicons and turn to page 28, because this is about to get educational for anime standards. We get this type of phenomenon all the time here in Haremville, called the pretty pixel syndrome. A generalization where harems will look beautiful to watch on the surface, but in truth are just a lot of glitter keeping up the foundation of trash being held up by 2 toothpicks, a broken DS, and an unused condom. For harem standards, it's not bad, but not impressive either. I mean, that's the draw for the reverse harem genre. The characters and setting needs to look pretty in order to sell games and merchandise in the first place. And because it's more of a character-focused genre, there's not much need for fancy movements. Simple shots here and there with the occasional money scenes are all you really need to make a show profitable, unless you're making a music harem, and where it's all about that bass. Note. So it's not uncommon for me to say that Diabolik Lovers still feels uninspired in presentation, despite the visual look. Nothing stays in my head in terms of setting, soundtrack, or animation. I mean, who is going to want to remember the fun-filled times inside Rape Castle with generic-looking hallways, gothic living room, and bathroom? Oh no, why the bathroom? Why? And the girly protagonist bedroom, of course, and where the vampires just poof up out of nowhere whenever they want. They say this is because of some vampire bullshit, but we all know it's because they just didn't want to animate more than what they needed to. What else? Oh yeah, that dub. Yes, this has an English dub, courtesy of Sentai Filmworks. And while I would waste my energy trying to explain the ins and outs of Diabolik Lovers dubcast, I won't, because I didn't like it. But I will instead just point you towards my comrades over at Dub Talk on their episode of Diabolik Lovers. These brave people faced through the plight of the dub as best as anyone else could. Check it out! Oh, by the way, if you're watching this Dub Talk, which you probably are because I got my future self to make you watch this video anyway, can we have pizza Friday night? That's all I'm asking. Okay, now on to the verdict. Diabolik Lovers is a trip!
Look, sometimes when one reviews things, you come to realize the inconsistency of enjoyment for a certain series. While Diabolik Lovers is by all means a horrible piece of media critically, it's still a fun dumpster fire to witness with one's own eyes. And what's wrong with that mentally? This is why people come together to laugh at an awkwardly crude scene of dramatical murder. This is why we fangirl over the sometimes outrageous, sometimes boring phenomena of Fujo bait, like every heterosexual sports anime ever made. And this is why we sit down and watch a show about sparkly rage vampires who spend all day literally slapping the hell out of a main character who's more like virgin bait with potatoes for brains than anything else. But it is how I want to live. How we should live as fellow otaku folk of the same community. Not all anime have to be intellectual masterpieces to be enjoyable. They can be trashy junk food that rots the mind, and that's okay! Because it's more than about scores. It's more than about substance. It's living like a human being. And this show may be trash, making me trash as well. But you know what? We recycled that trash to be a better person for tomorrow onwards.
But yeah, this show sucks. 2 out of 10 would not smash. You should just watch season 2 anyway. I mean, it's still bad, but it's much better than the first season. So, after some considerations and no more given, I award Diabolik Lovers with a recommendation to try Burn It, with a watchability rating of go yourself. I mean M for mature. This is a weird rating for me too. Burn It is normally an exclusive rating to spawns of demon poo, but I still can't get rid of that addictive sadistic mentality to tell people to go watch it nonetheless, knowing how bad it really is. I mean, we just had St. Patty's Day, so why not give a toast to one of the most entertaining shitfests in all of animedom. You can find this anime for streaming by Crunchyroll and High Dive if you live in the US, UK, Australia, and Canada, with Hulu and Yahoo View being a secondary option for us here in the States. As for some other anime recommendations, the first thing that pops into my mind is Dance with Devils, another popcorn-inducing harem that, with the help of a musical edge, actually does more than what's expected of its genre. At the very least, it's much more tolerable. Next will be season 1 of the anime Uta no Prince-sama, because despite its highly marketable annoyances, season 1 has enough heart in it that it easily explains why it got more seasons onward, even if those seasons suck. Then is, oh boy, I don't like this one personally because it drags on for too long, but Vampire Night, because if you watch Diabolik Lovers, then you have no excuses anymore, so why the hell not? And finally, for a good show that not only has a touching real romance, but one full of fetishes and a Pashoden stalker who should have been arrested months ago, in Inu X Boku SS. So if you're alive after watching Diabolik Lovers, you'll have something to enjoy. What day is it again? Alright, one more to go. One more to end off this tiring week. I need this last one to be a bang though. A jolt to my system. Something to really punch me into gear? Yeah, so look forward to that. In the meantime, you can talk about today's review in the comments below, and tell me for the millionth time that I pronounced something wrong, and share it with your friends, why don't you, to prove your grammar superiority. And you know what? Just do it because you're a good egg. And giving the video a like will do it wonders. Follow me on Twitter, Facebook, and Discord to talk to me in real time. And if you are new, why not subscribe to the Anime Misfit today, where you can watch a girl muster all her might to push out content so YouTube channel will allow her to be seen by the masses and have all her dreams come true. Come on, system, don't keep a good girl down. I got this. Kinda. Well, we'll have to see if this pays off in algorithm-wise at the end of the month, unless all those tips I've been trying to get are crap. But who knows? Anyway, it's time to jet. Shannen out!